Hello and welcome back to another video. I am Sam. I'm here with.
Mike from Canada.
We are going to talk about traveling.
Traveling. You want to talk about traveling with me and you?
Yes.
Okay, shoot.
Where have you been in Thailand?
Well, I started off in Bangkok. Then I come to Krabi many times. I've been in Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Udon Thani, Phuket. Many different places I'm trying to think now. But I've been traveling to Thailand for many years. One of my places I have not been back to in 20 years is Krabi here. It's been very difficult, but it's a nice place. It's beautiful.
Yes. Which province do you like the most?
To tell you the truth, I like the North Thailand, up near Chiang Mai area. It's beautiful up there. Also in Isan, in Ubon Ratchathani, is very beautiful along the Mekong River. You know, it's very nice and peaceful there. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. And Krabi's nice though, but I got stuck here during COVID-19, and I was here for 3 months for lockdown. And I once they stopped the lockdown, I had to leave. I needed to get out for a while. So yeah.
Okay. What do you do in your free time?
I love to drive around all day. That's all I do. I'm in a wheelchair. I'm confined to a wheelchair, so I have to rely on my wheelchair. And I go and look and discover new places every day. I get on a road. Oh, maybe that road, I don't know where it's going to go, but I go there. I just go down the road until I see something. And I watch the beach all day long and look at people, talk to you, talk
Yes.
to these people. I love people. People are great.
Which beach do you go?
Which beach?
Yes.
This beach I go down to a beach along Seashell Beach. It's very beautiful there. That's nice. Lots of little huts down near Seashell Beach. You can stop in and have a Coca-Cola or coffee, or if you want a beer, you can have a beer.
Interesting.
Sure.
Apart from Thailand, where have you been?
I've been many places. I've been in every country in Asia, or Southeast Asia. I've not yet been to Africa. I want to go to Africa.
Yes, you have been to many countries in Asia.
Yes.
Like which countries can?
I've been to Cambodia. I've been to Laos. I've been to Vietnam. I've been to Hong Kong. I've been Macau Island. All the surrounding countries around Thailand. I've been Philippines, in Indonesia, yeah, Malaysia. I've been to most of these countries. Yeah,
Yes, you have been to the Philippines. How
Yes.
was life in the Philippines?
it's a lot more. It's nice there. There's 7,000 islands in the Philippines.
7,000.
7,000. You'll never get to see them all, right? But my favorite place is a place in Mindanao. It's up from Davao. It's so. It's the most southern island, big island in Philippines, and you got a bus trip or drive. You can't take an airplane there. You got to take an airplane to Davao and then make a 5.5 hour journey up into the mountains. Now
Yes.
that's the coolest. There's two coolest places in the Philippines. One is in Mindanao in Malabalay City, and another one is in Luzon. That's called Baguio. Those are the two because they're up high in the mountains. So those are the two coolest places in the Philippines. Coldest places, sorry.
Yes, you have been to Vietnam.
Yes, it was very nice. I like it.
Yes, can you say something about Vietnam?
I love the food there. The food is fantastic. It's different than the Thai food. I enjoy the Thai food, but Vietnamese food's not spicy hot like Thailand. They use many different spices and flavors, and yeah, the people are great.
How about Cambodia?
Cambodia. Let's talk about Cambodia. Cambodia is not. It's a nice place. Don't get me wrong, but the infrastructure in Cambodia is not like the infrastructure and the roads and things in Thailand. very hard to find food that Westerners are used to. You would think you go into a city and you would think, oh, they're going to have all paved roads. No, no. Gravel roads, dirty roads. You go, but there's still beautiful places there, right?
Yes.
But it's not easy. As me being in a wheelchair, it's not easy for me to travel to very much in Cambodia.
Yes. What about Laos?
Laos, again, Laos is a very nice place. They're a little behind Thailand, about maybe 10 years behind Thailand in infrastructure. But it is a beautiful place. Nice food, nice people. Lots of girly bars up in Vientiane. But it's a quiet place. Again, it's along the Mekong River.
Yes.
And the people are great, and it's nice. They're very lovely people.
Have you been to other countries out of Southeast Asia?
Yes, I've been to, well, of course, Canada, so I've been to America, Mexico, a lot of different countries in the below Mexico, all in South America. I've not been to Brazil. I'd like to go to Brazil. I've been to, and it's not so easy for me to travel there. Well, it's easy to get there, but the streets are very busy in some big cities there.
I know in Mexico they speak Spanish, right?
Yes,
And can you speak Spanish?
not enough. I can understand a few words, but like order a beer, order some food maybe. But no, yeah, you gotta rely on them having in the restaurant. You gotta rely on them having be able to speak English. And all the tourist traps, the tourist places in Mexico, they speak broken English. Their menus and everything are all in English and Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah. I've been also to Cuba, you know. For many years, a lot of people, well, the Americans could not go to Cuba up until about 8 years ago. But they welcomed the Canadians because it's only 3 hours flight from Toronto or Ottawa. Right? It's only 3.5 hour, 3 hour flight, and it's a beautiful building. But that's like, again, that's like going back in time. It is in Cuba. It's like they're like 50 years, 40 years behind the rest of the world.
Yes.
It's like it's very interesting. It's very nice, very peaceful. But all their cars, they have no new cars. There's no new cars there.
Yes.
It's all old cars, like from the 50s and the 60s. They have all the U.S. cars, and they have General. But they have also some cars old cars from Russia.
Yes.
Believe it or not, because the Russians occupied during the Cold War. They were there during the Cold War back in Cuba. Yeah, but it's a beautiful place to go to. Very
Okay.
beautiful.
Interesting. What about life in Europe?
Europe.
Yes.
I've been to France. I've been to Italy. I will go back again to Europe. I want to go to Budapest. I'd like to take about 1.5 years and just travel through Europe. Maybe even 2 years. Right? Just go from country to country. But right now, with the COVID, it's very hard to travel. Right? My plans were not to stay in Thailand for so long, but I've been here since February,
Yes.
and I could not go home. And now I don't want to go back to Canada because winter is now here in Canada, and it's very cold there. You know? People in wheelchairs or handicapped people, it's very hard to survive in the winter, right? So, yeah.
Yes, we're in Germany.
I've been to Germany. I've been to Frankfurt, Germany, years ago.
Yes, in Germany. Where did you go?
Frankfurt, Germany. I was in Berlin. And some other towns, I can't remember what they all, because I rented a car. I rented a car back in 2004, I believe it was, 2005. And I drove from France, and then I went up the mountains, up into the French Alps and down into Germany. It was beautiful. I had beautiful, and that was in November, October, November. And it was cool weather, but it wasn't no snow. And I remember going up in France. I remember going up to this mountain, coming down at the bottom. This beautiful, crystal clear water lake. It was so nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You said you are from Canada.
Yes.
What are those things to do and see in Canada?
Oh, there's many things you can do. It depends what you like to do. In the summertime, people like to go camping. They like to go traveling. We have a lot of in Canada. We still have a lot of wildlife, such
Yes.
as like in Africa. But we have people love to come there to see all the different. They go to the big parks and they see moose, they see deer, can see wolves, even bears, black bears. If you're in British Columbia, you can see wolverines, you can see grizzly bears. It's nice to do a lot of things in Canada. People like to go on car tours, you know. They get the car, and if they have some time off, 2 weeks or so, they like to travel. British Columbia is very beautiful. The East Coast is very great. If you like seafood, you gotta go to the East Coast, like Cape Breton or Nova Scotia or Prince Edward Island. You can get lobsters cheap. You can get crab cheap. You can get different clams, oysters, you name it, scallops.
Yes.
Very cheap. People love to come to Canada for seafood, especially the Asian people. They love to go down in the summer months, or in the spring, summer, fall. People love to come into Canada. Wintertime is only, I would say, British Columbia. People love to go to the Kootenay Mountains and the Rocky Mountains, go skiing.
Yes.
It's a great place. Canada is a very big country, right? You cannot see Canada in 1 week. You cannot see Canada in 2 weeks.
Yes.
A lot of places to see, you know. It's from one end of the country to the next end of the country. So if you're in British Columbia, northern British Columbia, and you go to the furthest east part of Canada, you know, it's like 10,000, 12,000 kilometers, right? Very big.
When is the best time to visit Canada?
I would think, in my opinion, would probably summer months. So June, people become to June, and a lot of people from all around the world like to come to Canada in the fall because it's very beautiful when the leaves are changing colors from all the trees. But I would say not the winter time. Don't come to Canada in the winter time. It's too cold.
Okay.
So June, July, August, September, even into October.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for talking
You're
with
welcome,
me.
and Swadika. Good things, and
Yes, okay.
see you on YouTube, guys.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Okay, have a nice time.
You're good? You can